Well, it is Saturday, April 9th. We're on Upper Gold Camp Road, hoping to connect with Lower Gold Camp and reach the new parking lot that they've built in Upper Cheyenne Canyon. And last year, I couldn't go this way because it was gated off. There was a boulder fallen in the road here somewhere. But looks like we're good to go this year, luckily. If the bicyclists will let me pass and be nice about it. But the goal is to hike along Gold Camp Road today. I don't know if I'm gonna get to do, if we're gonna get to do what we want, but we'll certainly find out. A little bumpy. It's probably showing on the film. But there is Cheyenne Canyon. Well, this is what happens when you have your first 70-degree day of the year. You get lines of people going into the mountains. Now in the late 1800s, I think it was actually 1901 that this railroad was built to Cripple Creek. It was called the Short Line Railroad. And this is the first tunnel from Colorado Springs. There are a total of 9 tunnels. I believe 4 or 5 of the tunnels have been collapsed. Not been collapsed, but they collapsed naturally. This is tunnel number 1 of what used to be the Short Line Railroad. And it was the short line between Colorado Springs and Cripple Creek for running gold. Or whatever, goods, services, and even people. People paid because it was a very scenic route. We got tunnel number 2 on the Short Line Trail. Now normally, if it was just me and there weren't so many vehicles, I would honk coming through here just to signal anyone that might be on the other side. But with this much traffic, there's some 4 cars in front of me. I don't think I need, oh, and there's a bicyclist. I'm very impressed. We found parking. I didn't think we would find parking. Thought it would be just way too busy today. And this is the brand new parking lot. The video from last year shows that it was under construction and just all dirt. And we will be going up around that way today. This is tunnel number 3 on Gold Camp Road, what used to be the Short Line Railroad. There's a urban legend that a bus full of school children were in this tunnel when it collapsed. I don't believe that too much. There's no school here and there's no houses up here, but that is the urban legend. We'll be on the other side. Yeah, we'll be on the other side pretty soon. Tunnel number 3, completely blocked off in Cheyenne Canyon. Well, we've wrapped around that hillside there, and that's the back side of the tunnel I was just looking through, tunnel number 3. And in the distance is the brand new parking lot we parked in. It's still filling in with people. And I think the newcomers are going to be disappointed because it's pretty full. We were very lucky. We pulled in and the very first spot was open. Can you get any luckier than that? There's a little creek that crosses our path coming from St. Mary's Falls. Oh wow. I love the sound, the bubbling brook, and the water's just crystal clear coming out of the mountains. There's a little spot off of Gold Camp Road that we discovered years ago. Yes, we named it, it was Boulder Point, then we named it the Rocky Knoll. Looks like since the last time I've been here, this tree broke and fell. That's pretty wild. Yeah, it broke off right there. It must have Got pretty windy up here for that to happen. And it's not uncommon here in the Rockies to see stuff like this. A few boulders strewn about.
A lot of quartz.
But this place is unique.
Look at all the quartz.
There's a lot of boulders here.
Sunlight.
It's just an unusual scattering of boulders. And the deeper you go, the thicker it gets. As you're going to see here pretty soon. And it's not unusual here in the Rockies. But usually it's just a boulder here, boulder there. But to have them strewn about like this is pretty incredible. It's an awesome hangout spot. It must have been so fun when this road was open for people to drive up here on the weekends and hang out. It's great. You're looking across the valley at Cheyenne Mountain, Mount Rose. All kinds of options for hanging out and possibly seeking shelter. Look at this. Just when it appears that it's going to drop off down into the valley, you get more boulders. It's just incredible. Wow, look at this. This tree fell and took a boulder with it. Check it out. That boulder was on its root system and it picked up the whole boulder when it fell.
Excellent.
That's wild. I've never seen that before out here. I've seen a lot of stuff out here. I've never seen that. When that tree toppled, it lifted up the boulder under its roots. That's incredible.
Keeping more.
Yeah, I mean, we've had so many fallen trees that we've seen since we came down here.
I came down here with a saw and cut a lot of this.
I wonder who.
I don't know, but all these branches have been sawed off.
Maybe the Forestry Service, or yeah, we've seen a lot of toppled trees just since we've came into this area. So it's got, I mean, look at this one. This was a old strong tree and it still got pulled out of the ground. It's amazing. Power of the wind.
That looks about right. I mean,
it's a big old boulder here, man.
Be more than two of me.
We've guessed it's about 14 feet high and who knows how round it is. But even more impressive, I think, is that there's a tree sprouting right out of it. Give me a break. We've seen this before. We've seen trees growing out of the side of cliffs and rock faces. I guess if you can get a root system through it, you can grow there. Well, we're coming up on tunnel number 4. It's a pretty good sized tunnel. It's, I don't know if on film you can see through to the other side, but I can. Looks like some motorcycles have been through here. No vehicles though, because that's closed for this trail. Wow, the temperature just dropped. A good 10 degrees, I'd say. Wow. And this is tunnel number 4 on what used to be the Short Line Railroad between Cripple Creek and Colorado Springs. Man, it's really dark right now, but I'm looking at the view screen. It looks bright on the view screen. So the filmed image isn't really representative because it's pretty dark right now. Man, I can only imagine what it took to cut through here. The dynamite, the manpower, incredible. Now see, this is what it looked like the whole way for me. I could see the trees and everything else. It's pretty neat. Pretty neato, man. There's just something around every corner here in Colorado. I'm gonna go ahead and turn back. I left my friend back there. He's having a snack. He was getting kind of hungry, and he wasn't too excited to see the tunnel again. We actually hiked probably another 2 miles just to see the tunnel. So we kind of went out of our way. Yeah, I'm sinking in now. It's not so much a creek, it's just a little miniature drainage pond. Not I can hear a creek though. This is the creek. You know, this could just be snow melt. This very well could dry up, you know, once the warmer months get here. That's pretty cool. That frozen stuff there is the creek. It's probably underneath my feet right now. But the snowpack is hard. And it's flowing out from under. This whole area here is probably just a little drainage basin.
Gold looking.
Thought this was a pretty unique sandstone rock cliff wall, just because all the little box shapes sometimes makes it almost look man-made. Though, of course, we know better, but it's got a lot of texture, a lot of character, a lot of shape to it. And usually, well, honestly, most sandstone is smoother than this. This is unusual.
You wouldn't want to climb that.
I'd be filming that. It's pretty cool. It's strange how many times I've been through here and I don't remember being this impressed. Looks like that poor tree's hanging on for dear life right there. I don't know how much more it's going to take of rocks. I suppose I could spend all day filming boulders because there's enough of them here. There's a lot of boulders breaking off though and falling. I mean, look even here on the road. But yeah, that's one thing I've learned out here in the Rockies is trees can grow about anywhere, right out of the face of rock. Okay, we're gonna race to the top of this cliff here. I'll get there probably never. So you'll win automatically because I will never get to the top of this cliff.
Like we did it on our bikes.
What?
Didn't we
No,
go up there?
I'm talking about that one.
Oh, I'm talking about right here on the right.
Oh yeah, we did this on our bike, this little hill here on our bikes. Yep, I was talking about the big boy in the background. If I could have internet access right now, I could tell you the name of that mountain. But without a map, I'm not sure. Well, we've got faint glimpses of downtown Colorado Springs, it looks like. Just barely. It's probably not coming out good on film. We can see it pretty good from up here.
Those cars are parked.
I know it really packed in after we left.
Those are parked down here at line.
Look at this. So that's leading up to the parking lot we were in.
Driving right by them. They're not waiting or nothing.
So apparently the parking lot we were in has filled and people are parking along the road now. We'll be there soon enough to the parking lot. We even got a little peek at Mount Baldy. What a perfect day though, man.